Steven, you said they can't hear you.
Okay, how about that?
There we go. It wouldn't be a podcast without a little taste of.
Oh yeah. You need some. You need
You need that tension. You need that.
I've already had tension too. Oh, this morning I was getting a little excited at the insurance companies.
Okay, I do a different kind of get excited in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I handle that, and then I go about my day.
No, I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call
Must
this
be
insurance
nice.
company after this podcast recording. I'm gonna call them because I booked an appointment with the eye doctor, and then like it's like, oh, it's 2 months away or whatever. Okay, I finally get there, do the appointment, and then at the end I pay for it, and they're like, oh god, yeah, we don't cover this insurance anymore. Oh, that's huh. And you know how the doctors and the insurance companies will always point fingers at each other,
Right?
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're caught in the middle, and I don't know if I should be fucked from the front or the back, but
Good question.
it's an eye doctor. I get there, I just like, look, here's my prescription. I got it here. It's printed on the box. Just let me order some contacts from you guys. Like, no, we gotta examine you first and do all these other things so we can charge you this and that.
Yeah.
I don't know who to be angry at anymore.
Your eyes.
I think I'm angry at everybody. Maybe. I just, at the end they give you the itemized thing. Oh, well, you had the exam. And then there was a contact fitting fee. What's a fee?
Well,
Like,
fitting too.
Did I do something wrong? What's the fee? Like,
Right. What is out of the ordinary that you do here every time?
Yeah. So okay. So in the end, I'm just
maybe
ordering.
Your eyes are too fat. We got to charge you a fee. You have extra large eyes.
Maybe. I mean, I just why do all that stuff?
That is the problem with getting in those positions, and you tell the doctor goes, oh, you got to call the insurance company. You go, okay, great, and then you're on hold for 45 minutes, and the insurance people go, oh, that's something you got to talk to with your doctor. And you go, that's fucking weird because he just fucking said I talked to you, and then you talk to the doctor, and they're like, yeah, no, it's in their policies, and they have to handle it.
Right.
I went back and forth with that. Remember my shit phone?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a double. They charged me twice. They charged me out of my PayPal account, and I had paid with a credit card because it was taking so long with the PayPal. I said, just cancel it, and I'll just pay with it on my credit card. So I paid with it on my credit card. So then it was pending this whole time. So I called Verizon. I called the store, in-store, and then I called the credit card company, and then I had to call PayPal, and they all just said, look, we got nothing to do with this. I was like, you're fucking involved. This is your shit. Someone owes me an explanation, and they're all pointing fingers at each other.
Yeah.
Saying like, yeah, I mean, we have nothing to do with that. And it's like, well, all right then.
What do you do?
I rarely have these problems. I've been using a technique for probably the last 10, 15 years. You just don't go to the doctor. You just avoid these things at all costs, and then you don't have to deal with it. It's pretty simple. I have no insurance claims.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared to death that any sneeze could be my last because I have no idea what's going on inside of here, but I don't have to bother with this insurance bullshit.
I was thinking, I don't remember. And I guess you just get to, after you get your like shots for college, I guess, like to make sure that everyone has their vaccines and updated on all their stuff to go to college and live in a dorm or whatever. Mm-hmm. After that, you never see a doctor again. I mean, what is called a primary doctor. That's what I learned. I don't remember the last time I went. Are they still taking heights?
Taking what?
Like heights? Are they still measuring heights and weight? Who knows what's going
Yeah,
on there?
I wonder what percentile I'm in. I wonder if it's gone up at all.
Oh,
I'm sure you've probably dropped in percentile.
Oh,
Well, kids are getting larger, and so are people.
yeah. You can't walk into a doctor's office. They'll point fingers at another place saying it's their fault.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I'm just walking down the street real slow, trying not to bump into anything.
and then you get the finger pointing fee.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, doctors, that's why I'm walking slow, so I don't trip and end up in a bunch of paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta tomorrow. Like, I went to get this. I've got this retainer at the back of my teeth. I've had there for like 20 years, and I was flossing, and it popped out. Ooh. One side popped out. The other side is still glued back there. So I go, book an appointment, wait 2 months, get there, and they I just want the fucking thing out. Just take it out. I'm done with it. And I go, okay, I fill out all these forms, you asshole. All right. So I fill out the forms.
Jeez, and
it's like,
they sneak in those last punches.
So I'm checking off. No, I don't have a heart condition, hemorrhoids, but what the fuck? Just take the fuck out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Don't need to check all these forms.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get into the chair, the exam fee and all this stuff, and they say, all right, well, we can do this. We can give you this treatment. Here are your options. Come back when you're serious.
What?
They didn't say that, but it's like they gave you these options.
They couldn't do it just then?
No. They examined, and then they give you options. They try to sell you some other stuff. Here's what you could do.
Right.
So it's like, I got to book another appointment and wait. And this time go back and be like, all right, seriously, I really wanted out this time. I thought about it, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
That's what we deal with now.
That's probably one of the most frustrating things for me too, is like being at a doctor's office and it's like, oh my, just like you, a retainer popped out or something. And then you go there and they're like, well, does anyone have diabetes in your family? And it's like, fucking let me just glue the thing back in or yank it out. What does that have to do? And why do you need to know that?
Right. Yeah. I'll pop it out myself.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you bring this up, Stephen. We should maybe take a minute to welcome any new listeners we have. I took an ad out in Doctor and Insurance Provider Digest.
Really?
So I didn't even know that was a magazine.
It is it's a very specialized publication, but kind of awkward having after this opening. But I think we may have some new listeners from there. We are just so they're up to speed. Mm-hmm. We are Mark, Steven, and Jeff from Hummies VR Comedy. This is our podcast where we talk shit about insurance and healthcare providers.
So maybe a year from now, we'll get some new listeners that came in and say, yeah, I was just like yesterday reading your ad in the waiting room. And thought I'd come in.
I finished the find the difference on the highlights, and then I picked up this other magazine and saw your ad. So
yeah, welcome any new listeners then.
Yeah, it's exciting. I I'm getting new listeners all the time.
Welcome. Call in, rant about something, and I will be with you. I will support you. I will cheer you on. When I call the insurance company after this podcast, I'm going to record the conversation. I'm going to record it, and I will bring it back to the podcast.
Great
for you to listen to.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
And they say to you, like, just to make sure, like, this is a recorded line, just so you know, like, well, I'm also recording.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
So double check.
That's right.
Just so you know, you don't say anything.
And it's not for quality assurance.
No, this is to make
you
fun of you.
Son of a bitch.
What was it? Becca? All right, Becca, you're going to be on our podcast.
You ready to
That's
get
right.
famous?
Oh God, I'm gonna. Yeah, it's like that anger level you get to where you get excited to get
Yes.
angry. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like I'm there. So
Oh, good.
I'm so happy right now that
That's a
I'm
good
angry.
place to be,
And
though.
I'm gonna. Yeah. So
It vitalizes you, or it energizes you. It's
right.
it's nice. You don't get that energy
No,
often
yeah,
this late in life.
$300 bill, and it should have been at least somewhat covered. Just to have someone fee my eyes, you know. Let's move
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Let's go to some regularity here. We've got a word. Maybe that'll be comforting. Some
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
See if you guys don't look too hard with your eyes. That might be another fee.
Mhm.
But this word is Grolix.
Oh,
G-
okay.
GRAWLIX.
Oh, well, I immediately think of like fantasy characters frolicking in a field, except for this is like demons frolicking, so it's Grolix.
Okay.
All right.
It's like dancing
If-
around evilly.
I don't know what magic I believe you. Like I'm reading the definition. I know yours is not right, but yours is very convincing.
Yeah. I think I'd
So-
believe that.
Right. That's what comes to mind.
Well, I think my initial brain is digesting what you're saying, and when you say Grolix, I think about the English term bollocks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say that it is. God, I was gonna say something, but I don't want to say that. Grolix. I'm gonna say it's the underneath the boob. You gotta
Okay.
you know how you got boob sweat underneath your tits.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, man or woman, whoever's got
Okay.
tits.
And
that's
the
what-
good
next
reminder,
question.
summer is right around the corner. Tits wet season.
right. So, and that's the Grolix.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Very interesting. Very, very different guesses on each of those. A little different this week because both of these are wrong. Sometimes
Is anyone most right?
I can't.
No. Wow.
No.
Okay.
No?
There is
Okay.
no most right. These are both equally insanely far off from the real
Okay.
definition.
Okay. Yeah.
The Grolix, a string of typographical symbols such as %, ampersand, $, asterisk, exclamation point,
Mm.
used in place of an obscenity, especially
Oh.
in comic strips.
Look at that.
Great. So that is
Grolix.
the F $CK is a Grolix.
Yeah. So when Garfield says, "Hey John, eat Odie's ass," and they edit out ass,
Yeah.
that's what it is. It's a Grolix.
I don't remember that episode, but yeah. I think I'm going to remember that one.
Grolix.
Wow. I didn't even remember the dog's name. Jeez.
Did you forget Normal too?
Yeah. Who's
God
that?
damn it, Steven. What are you doing? What the other kitten that was always sent to Abu Dhabi?
What?
Are you not still keeping up with Garfield?
No.
Steven.
That's weird. Okay. Abu Dhabi. Really?
Yes.
I
He was
didn't-
Garfield was regularly trying to send him to Abu Dhabi. I really hope I'm right on all this because
I don't know.
Everything you're saying is bringing back a lot of trauma for me, so I think so.
Your dad maybe beat you with one of those thick collections of Garfield's comic strips at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we both thought it was funny. We both laughed at it.
Oh man, there's a Norman Rockwell painting of your dad beating you with that book, and there's a Grolix above him somewhere. I used to read. Have I think all of like the Calvin and Hobbes collections.
Mm-hmm.
Used to love those books when I was
Yeah.
younger. Still, I didn't know how to read then. Still don't. So it was just a lot of looking at pictures, but they seemed like great stories.
I was a big Far Side fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the memes of their time.
They really were.
They were ahead, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were good.
Well thought out too.
Yes.
Clever.
Right.
Didn't just
good
throw
stuff.
it out there.
Yeah, if you guys don't, whoever out there doesn't know about them, they're clever, funny little comics. It's just a picture. And
that's what I love looking at. Just pictures,
just
and
a picture.
no words, barely words.
Like one that comes to mind is a guy standing in a store, but the store is empty, and there's one shelf, and it's really, really high up, out of reach. Just one single shelf, and there's nothing on the shelf, just a couple of tiny items. And outside the store, there's a sign that says "Inconvenience Store."
Oh man, that's so good.
I miss those. Where did those go?
I was trying to get ahead of it. I thought it was going to be big and tall store where you had to be like enormous to reach the inconvenience store. Hilarious.
Oh, okay.
So before we get on to, do we have any science?
I got a bit of a history topic. It's a small one, but
back in time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're gonna go back in time.
Well, I've got an idea that I want to run by you guys.
Okay.
You know how we have that Patreon?
Mm-hmm.
We've got that. We've been wanting to make some extra special content for them. We've been throwing around some ideas of what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been listening to one podcast that they do like a watch along thing where they, kind of like MST3K, a movie. And I was thinking, like, what movies can we do? Because I would love to do that with you guys.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Nice, yeah.
And then, so I was thinking, like, all these websites, AFI, IMDb, Hollywood Reporter, they all have like those traditional top 100 best movies of all time lists.
Yes.
What if we go through one of those, start at the back or the front, doesn't really matter. And then any movie that none of us have seen, we watch that.
I love it.
And then we can start working our way through there. So I've got the list pulled up now.
Okay.
If we want to start narrowing it down a little.
Okay.
All right. Fun stuff.
Is this top 50 movies or is it top like 100 worst or whatever
of all time?
This is like this is on the Hollywood Reporter, Hollywood's 100 favorite films.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Is number one still Citizen Kane? Is that still up there?
No, on this list, it's Godfather.
Okay.
Which I've never seen.
I've never seen that either.
Please, Steven, tell me you have seen it.
It's been so long that I don't remember it though. So how do you feel about that?
I don't know. Like, I almost kind of feel like I should watch it.
Okay.
But I have zero interest in it. Like, it does absolutely.
So it could be perfect.
Right. Yeah.
Just
it is weird to like because I'm sure people are like, you guys haven't seen The Godfather, and you're right. There's nothing in me that wants to sit down and watch that movie, but I will for the Patreon, and we'll make fun of it or whatever.
Okay.
I think it's like mobsters, gangsters, like they don't.
Yeah.
they don't do
Yeah.
it for me like that.
Okay, so you don't like that genre at all. Goodfellas.
I've never seen Goodfellas. I've never seen
man.
Casino.
Okay.
Okay.
Those are fun. Those are fun.
I've never seen. Was it like Polly Fat Nuts or what was the sequel? Did they do a sequel?
I don't know.
What was the problem the first time?
Jimmy Two Dicks. There was something.
Okay. Interesting.
I can't remember what it is. I'm sure it might be on this list. We might come across it.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
keep an eye out. But just.
There's
Oh,
a couple
wow.
others.
All right, so number 100 is The Seven Samurai, which is a Kurosawa, which I'm guessing none of us have seen this. Steven,
I
maybe?
studied film in college, and I have seen some of that.
Okay.
Yeah, probably different one.
I mean, it could be a great one to start with.
Could be, yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Keep it on. Put it on the list.
99, Bonnie and Clyde with Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway.
Nope.
I've never seen it.
I have not seen it.
Bonnie and Clyde. There you go.
Reservoir Dogs.
Yep.
Seen. Airplane.
Yep.
Seen.
Yep.
Pan's Labyrinth. I have seen, and it's awesome.
Okay.
I haven't seen that primarily because I had to read it.
You had to read
Isn't
it.
Pan's Labyrinth all in a different language?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I understand now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't read, period, and I'm sure shit not reading a movie.
I get it. Okay.
Funny you say that
Maybe
because
we'll
I made a note to bring it up.
I told you I don't read. If you're gonna show me a note, I'm not gonna do it.
No, we've been going back and watching Golden Girls on Hulu.
Oh my goodness.
My wife's favorite show.
Yeah,
right?
some one of the whatever, we watch it during dinner, and my wife likes to turn the captions on. Fine, whatever, because the dogs a lot of times when she goes to sit down to watch TV, they think that that's their time to go be assholes in the living room and be as loud as they want, and like she can't hear the TV.
Okay.
But and I hate it because it draws my attention. Like if the closed caption is on, all I can do is look at the words. I don't know why it is. But anyways,
right.
It's like trying to have a serious conversation, with someone at a store, and maybe it's a lady, and maybe her top's just very revealing, and you're just trying to have a conversation, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna keep staring at this. You're making this weird for me.
Or maybe it's a man and it's a low cut blouse, as also equally distracting, I think.
Or maybe he's got that root dick out with his V. Maybe he's got his shirt off and he's got the
cum gutters.
Gutters. Yeah. This way to all the cum downstairs.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe he's wearing short shorts and the tip is showing a little bit.
Yes.
Who knows?
You got a ball out. I'm gonna look, and and this is your fault.
Okay.
But so anyway, on Golden Girls, I've never seen this in any other TV show, but like the closed captionist has like taken creative liberty with, like, it's not a 1-to-1. Like they're completely reorganizing sentences.
Wow,
like,
really?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. I've never seen this in closed captioning before. Like,
wow. Okay.
Rewriting it however they want to.
So the sentences aren't matching
at all.
Wow.
Well, I mean, some of them do, but there's a lot of times where they just completely like restructure the sentence.
I wonder if that's something we can do on Patreon.
Oh my God. Could we do our own closed captioning for shit?
Our own closed captioning for episodes.
Wow. Oh my.
We could rewrite. Rewrite whole shows.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I like that idea a lot.
Me too.
I do too.
We got to find, all right. So we got to find the like foreign audio broadcast of a show so that we can then put the English subtitles of our own
Yes.
creation on the bottom of them.
Oh, I love that. Oh my God. Do we have a side project that we can
That's great. Excellent. Yes, please remember this. Good stuff.
I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, please do, because as soon as we move on, I'll forget.
Yeah, write it
I've actually
down.
got my
Meanwhile, we'll talk quickly.
Hummy's notebook here.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, how cool. Okay. P.S.
It's just drawings of dicks in here.
Just drawings. That's your dick book.
That's my.
He opens it up and he goes, I have something to talk about on the podcast.
Dick. While you're doing that, I will move on to. I was gonna, go into a science thing, but the eye doctor threw me off so much, and the insurance companies that I said, let's do a shorter topic. Egypt is in the news again. It's always something new with these guys.
Let me guess. Pyramid scheme. All right. Everyone.
All right. Good night, everybody. That's been our lunch show.
All right. And by something new, I mean old.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like last week, they were transporting all the mummies to a new museum.
Oh, of course they were. That's all they do.
They're mummies. And then a couple days ago, they discovered a lost city. Like a large lost city.
Like they forgot to check an area on the map.
That's always what baffles me.
Like the city got separated from its parents at Kmart or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say that's lost. I think it's just you're being a bad geographicist.
Or you didn't see it yet. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Nobody misplaced this city.
Yeah, you're just a bad looker.
Yeah.
Right. And the archaeologic talkers are saying that this is the biggest discovery since King Tut. That's what they're saying. Oh, because this could answer a whole bunch of questions. 3,000-year-old lost city during the golden age of Egypt. And so they're going to be taking some time to look at that thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, no need to rush into it. Take your time. It's been lost for 3,000 years.
Shoving shit off the counters. What is this? What is that? Throw it over here.
Right. That is weird. Yeah, how do you lose a city? Did the last person to leave the city just leave and then
turn off the lights?
Surely we'll be back tomorrow. So
the last person to leave the city left. They get to where their destination is. Oh, hey, where are you guys from? Oh, we're from oh shit, what was the name of that fucking place?
Oh yeah, what is
you take 2, that road, and go
you take 2
cross
all the
over
way
the
to
one.
left, I think. What a simple time that way, because they say, oh look, turns out there's a whole storage area full of pottery and jewelry.
Wow.
Those people, they didn't have to deal with insurance. They were just making
markets back then.
They were just making pottery and jewelry. They get done with one vase and they say, what do you want to do now? I don't know. I guess make another fucking vase. What else do you do?
Yeah.
So
it was before internet. So
oh my God.
You could literally, you could only be doing 3 things.
So I'm interested to see what they uncover in the lost city, but also someone please explain to me how you lose a city. Because that's my theory is, and we just fucking left and
who's to blame? Who's getting in trouble for this?
I don't know.
Because I feel like you misplaced something that important. Somebody needs to be in trouble. You can't just.
I think everyone left the city, right? They all leave the city, and they're like, "Oh, we heard about this Tut guy. We're gonna go over there. So he's the new guy in town, right?" So everyone goes, and the last guy is there, and he goes, "Oh, I'll be up." He goes, "It's Home Alone, basically." He falls asleep. Everyone leaves.
Gotcha.
Right? They had King Tut takes all the people from the new city and goes, "Guess what? I need you guys to build some shit for me." And they go, "Oh, of course." So Kevin wakes up in his own city by himself, and he's like me. He doesn't know anything about directions, and so he gets to the Tut place, and they go, like Steven said, perfect example. Where are you from? And he goes, you're not gonna believe this. I've never left. This is my first time leaving, and then no one knew where that city was again.
I mean, that's an easy answer. I'll take that one.
I think so.
I like it.
Yeah,
makes sense to me. I mean, I've seen Home Alone, transitive property in movies. I can see it happening on a different scale. That's fine.
On a whole city, sure.
Yeah.
Especially in those, if it's a small city, they don't leave those small cities. They kind of stick to their own.
Right. There could have been some robbers a long time ago that tried to loot the city, but then it was traps everywhere, paint cans hitting them on strings. They just probably left and forgot about it, Yeah. And that was it.
They're stepping in oil, one tries to open a door and fire comes out and onto their head.
Yeah. But these traps had mummies coming out and scarabs and curses.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't study Egypt all that much. My knowledge is from the 1990s Mummy movie. So that's all I know.
And unfortunately, I have no knowledge. So
I'm looking at the difference between a city and a town.
Okay.
Because what that I don't feel like that would be a city.
Would it be a town? A lost town?
I think it would just be a town.
So it's just got maybe a gas station, an inconvenience store, and
right.
And a Waffle House.
Right.
Okay.
I can't find a good set definition. But yeah, in my mind, I feel like that wouldn't be a city. Like there's no... Did they have a movie theater?
Ooh, probably not.
Yeah, I'm going to call it a town. Let's call it a town.
Okay.
And it's probably just a couple of houses they haven't been in that has less important shit than the big cities.
Right.
Like I know they're excited about this, but they're just excited because they finally found more Earth.
Maybe.
Right. Okay. Because I've always thought that too, of how people draw the map. Like for instance, they'll be like, "Hey, this is North Dakota," and they draw it on a map, and you go, "Okay," but no one's out there walking up and down all of North Dakota, going, There's a lot of shit that's just out there that they just can't see.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right.
For instance,
I think only 5. I think it's something like only 5% of our oceans have been explored too, or mapped at least on the ground.
Right. And I know from some of the things that I've seen, like if you go to like a wooded area, and sometimes homeless people will be living in that area, you see like 5 or 6 tents that have been there forever because it's not claimed, it's just woods. Is your lost town.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, should they really be announcing like excited about this, finding this lost? If a country loses a town or a city or whatever they want to claim it is, I don't think I'd go and make news about that. I think I would try to be as nonchalant or as low key about that. That's fucking embarrassing. You lost a whole town.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, who's your
I'm not
mayor?
bragging about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
For how long? For how many thousands of years? 3,000 years to find one fucking town? Okay, is it on wheels? Does it move around a lot? Oh, it's in one place for 3,000 years and you lost it? Shut up, man. You're looking like an idiot, Egypt.
Yeah.
God damn.
That's a great point. You gotta shush. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah. Oh, we knew that it was here the whole time. Yeah. No. We just never go there. It's like the attic.
Yeah.
This is Egypt's attic.
And then as soon as the cameras turn off and everything, they go, "What? Who fucking lost this town? Who's in?"
Mhm.
And then you got to go back through lineage, and you got to figure out who's
the last person to leave.
Who locked the door?
That's right. Anyway, that's all history.
That's all of history. That's all you really need to know.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah.
Did make me. This is a completely cut outable moment because I have no concrete information about this, but I saw a post today about a skull that was found with a metal plate, like from thousands of years ago.
Whoa.
Like a metal plate used to repair a skull fracture.
Interesting. Okay.
And it worked.
How old was this?
Like Lost City type old. Like it was crazy old. But they were successfully doing metal plate skull repairs.
Damn, we still do that, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Where
wild.
was it found?
On the head, on the right on the skull. It was a metal plate. No, that's why. Like I have no. I just saw I have no. So it's useless.
Damn.
I just thought it was interesting.
That is interesting.
Dude, okay. We're losing too much shit. Anyway.
We've got I just on the tip line here, I did just get a message that we have a package in the PO box.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So
Nice.
very excited about that. We'll have to
Thanks
open
for
that
the
on
tip.
stream or something.
Okay.
And then I've got a voicemail for us if you guys care to listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep. Oh, you know what? I want to give me just a second to find something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I want to thank Louis Ranyard. I met a Hummy fan in the wild.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Did a show, the Improv, the Raleigh Improv opened this past weekend, and we had a local show with a couple local comics Thursday, and met him and his missus. They came out, and it was great meeting them, and they actually knew one of the other comics on the show, and were actually coming out for that, but also saw that I was on the show because I haven't been promoting shows I'm going to be on, just because I don't want to put, pressure on anybody to come out or anything, but
playing it safe. Yes.
Yeah, playing it safe for the next couple months until more people get vaccinated and things like that. But anyway, I just want to say thank you for coming out, hanging out, talking with him after the show, and it was so cool because I was talking to him, and what people forget, and I guess I just want to real quickly just say that they had a babysitter. They came out. I wanted to get a drink with them afterwards. Obviously, I was like, the kids were really sick at the time, and from all the pollen and shit. So I was like, I gotta go. Sorry, but I am planning, see them again, hopefully, and grab that drink. But
that's awesome.
My whole point is the fact that people come out and support whatever it is amazing. Just to see them like, oh man, I can't believe you're here. Why would you do that? But it's the most important thing, and then it make me think all through the steps you got to do. You got to get a babysitter. You got to coordinate. Okay, we're getting off of work here, and let's grab dinner there, and all the stuff that goes into it. It's not just like, hey, we went and saw this person. There's so many steps that go into it. So, I just want us to thank them. And the most important thing you can do is give someone time. That time is the most important thing. to me.
Mhm.
So, same thing as like one of my buddies, notorious for being 30 plus minutes late. And he doesn't understand why that makes me so mad when we're saying like, hey, let's meet here at this time. I'll give you 10 minutes. I'll give you 15. But if you're 30 minutes late, it's like, dude, what are we doing here?
Okay.
Anyway, regardless,
Yeah.
I think time is the most important thing you can give someone, whether it's visiting, spending time, sitting and listening. It's just, yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
very
thanks.
cool.
Wow.
Met him. He's in the area, so probably see him again sometime. But, and then I've had a couple other people message me from close-ish area, and obviously wanted to come out or come up. So it's very cool. It's very cool.
It is very
That
cool.
is, yeah. Wow.
It's weird when the internet becomes real life.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
It is weird.
Before we do the voicemail, non-related note, I just wanted to let everybody know I made an OnlyFans.
Did you
finally
Mm-hmm.
I put my money where my dirty little mouth is.
really? You actually made one, huh?
I made one, and it was about for sexy feet.
Okay.
But you have to post a photo ID to
Oh, for-
OnlyFans to continue posting stuff. And I was like, do I want to do that? Send them a picture of me
Ooh.
with a photo ID with all that info to this company just for a joke?
You'll
Right.
probably what for tax reasons you got to claim.
I think it's to verify that you're not
God.
like for underage stuff, because it is
Yeah.
they
I
do
see.
allow. So
Never
I mean,
mind.
I get the whole thing. I understand why they require that. I was like, I'm just gonna be putting Photoshop pictures of feet on here. I don't.
You know what? I was gonna do OnlyFans until I just now realized I'm gonna have to show this to my tax person next year, aren't I? Nope, can't do it. Not anymore.
Dude, honestly, I think that would be the biggest flex ever to show. If you could go in and show, this is the income desk sitting tax person that I have earned off of photos of parts of my body. How much does your body earn you?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Relying on that stupid brain of yours.
You're right. Your
Tax
dumb
nerd.
dick math brain. Get the fuck out of here. Where's your books? I'm gonna flip them.
But that would be the worst. Starting an OnlyFans and having to bring that in and be like, so you're showing pictures of your dick, and you're only making $2,200 a year. Do you?
But it's money from my dick.
Yeah,
that's a lot actually. Like,
yeah, I would.
The worst is when like.
I don't want to depress you guys, but I found out some bad news.
Huh?
About an OnlyFans, and it's been around the Twitter.
Don't hurt me.
Oh God, Bad Baby. You probably don't. The Catch Me Outside girl.
Oh
no.
I'm gonna say something, and it's gonna make everyone sad. So she started an OnlyFans the day she turned 18. Within 6 hours.
Oh no.
$1 million. Within 6 hours. Now, two things of that. Number one, why her? Why her? Number two, within 6 hours. That means you got creeps just waiting to click.
Right.
You've announced it and be like, I'm starting an OnlyFans, and you got guys cracking their knuckles, waiting around their keyboard. They're out there fapping their knuckles, and they're waiting to click to give this girl money, dude. For, I mean, dude, that's the fucking thing, man. It's like, I don't know. It's depressing. Not only as it's depressing, but it's also scary.
It is, but I stand by my trick using
Don't call her that.
deepfakes. I'm going to use deepfakes. I'm going to use Photoshops. Look,
Dude,
just the other day, Face app. Have you seen this thing?
Face app.
Have you turned yourself into a hot lady yet? Boy, I sure have.
Dude, that's a great idea. Make yourself a lady. Photoshop some TNA.
Yeah,
and some P and some T.
Well, wasn't there a biker guy that was doing that?
No, man.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there was a guy. I think in Japan. I
don't know.
I think there was an older guy. He was face apping himself, and he was making money on that kind of stuff.
Dude, first of all, genius idea. Now you don't even know what you're fapping off to, right? So literally, what if you found out? What if you found out that OnlyFans, you're an OnlyFan and you've been cranking them out to a 50-year-old Japanese man?
But here's the question: does it matter if it worked?
Right.
Does it matter? I can understand being upset that your money isn't going to the person that you thought it was, maybe.
Yeah.
But you got what you needed out of it, apparently.
Sure. Okay.
Right.
I don't know.
But are you saying,
I might do it.
Like,
show my text person?
Might do. Oh, do it. Be like, this ain't even me, bro. This is a filter.
No, it is. Look, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this. I was laying in bed. I couldn't sleep. I said, you know what? I'm going to turn on the lights. I was lying down in bed. I took a picture of myself like this, and I'm like this. I took a picture
for the listener.
Look how hot.
What?
Look how hot I am. Look at that.
That's you.
That's me. That is
Podcast
me.
Over. Shut it down. This is for real now.
Hey, man.
And it did that in like a second. It made that.
Man, send me that picture, bro.
I
hang that in my
all
locker.
I gotta do is, someone says, "Oh, why don't you hold two fingers up and prove that it's you?" Sure, I'll do that. Yeah.
Whoa.
It is possible. Next time someone tells me to go fuck myself, I'll be like, you know what? I think I will. I think I will.
Well, I wish I could fuck myself. I'm so goddamn hot.
So, right.
Dude, that is crazy.
I'm making
it's a fucking great idea. And if you're listening, go ahead and do it. Do it. Be empowered, queens.
Yeah.
Get out there.
See, to your point, Mark. Go do it and go. Get out there. I feel like that's like there's no good way. I talked with Mary about this. Like, there's no good way for us to, because I on stream the other day, a trend on Twitch has become get a hot tub and sit in it, and then people will just come and sub to your channel. And so, like, I just put up a clip art, hot tub, and I put my picture over it. So. And then I was like, but there's no, like, you only come off as looking like an asshole because there's no way, like, you can't then explain through that joke, we're not making fun of these girls or anybody that is, because I think it's the coolest shit ever that these people are able to make this much money without having to
have a middle person
go work for a company that's going to take a huge, I guess I don't want to, or go work in a less safe environment.
Right,
they're doing
that's
this. True. They are making great money on their own terms, but there's no way to explain that through the joke. So you always end up looking like just a jealous asshole. Like you are shitting on these people, so it's hard.
You're
it's
right.
hard.
That's a great point you bring, because it's like, let's go back a couple years and say that the only way that you can make money doing this is through an adult film entertainment, right?
Right.
So, you know, you're doing 100% of the work, but that production company or whatever takes 40% probably, maybe,
Right.
and they book you all these gigs that you don't want to do. I mean, you're taking 100% of the load. Did you take did you have to wipe anything off after this? Then why do you have so much money of mine?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So no, that's a great point. And that's very valid. Whatever, you know, I mean, to each their own. Do OnlyFans, make money that way, make money your way. And yeah, you're right. It's safer. But I'll be goddamned if I'm not about to do a face app and make myself some tits, because Steven, I'm not gonna lie, you sure that is unbelievable.
Yeah, I should have done it a long time ago. You know,
fuck, dude. Yeah,
now, I'm sitting here thinking like, God damn, I am gonna have to show my tax person next year. That's my thought. That's my thought process. Fuck, I have to. Yeah,
you have to start. Oh man, you're great with Photoshop. Can you make me an ass and tits with and I'll start an Instagram.
No, dude. The apps that you don't even like, you can still hire Steven. I put tits and abs on my feet, on the pictures of my feet. If you can like drag and drop with your thumb and resize, you can put tits on anything.
Great.
It's amazing.
Fantastic.
Wow. Jeez. Unfortunately, I don't have time for this OnlyFans business. It's a great idea, but I dedicate my stuff to what we're doing.
Bro, sell out, man.
Yeah.
you gotta sell. At point, everyone's got a price. You gotta sell out at some point.
You know what? I'll think about it. Okay.
Do you now notice how this tells us all about our confidence? We are not doing OnlyFans as ourselves. We have all agreed that the only way to make OnlyFans money is to face app ourselves as women. I don't believe there are any women out there being like, I'm going to Photoshop a dick. You know, I mean, like, they're not trying to be men, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many. I would never say never.
Oh, of course. No, I've seen some crazy shit, and like, I can't believe someone would do that. And then it turns out there's a whole group that's like, yeah,
that's their thing.
And it's normal. It's just the fact that I haven't seen it, you know?
Yeah.
I wish I had the confidence to do that. Like, I think it's like to put, like, there's no more vulnerable thing than to put nude photos of your entire body.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
I would give anything for the confidence or the whatever it is to be able to do that.
Photos,
and then to make money off of that.
Photos is very 90s.
Yeah. Huh?
Well, I mean,
yeah, what?
Like, like, you know, showing people photos, like cranking them out to photos is very 90s. No one's asking for videos. Or do you think you can put that app on you as a video?
I don't know. I don't think it works as a video. No.
Yeah, just say it's pictures only. Move on or get out, dickhead. I said both things. Like, no one's staying around. I'm just
hey, you got two choices: either move on or get out.
Yeah, two choices. Yeah, why aren't I getting any fans? I just told everyone to fuck off.
Oh boy! Well, there's the title of the episode.
Move on or get out.
That's my job done. Thank you very much for that. Well, you know, I know we're trying a new thing. We're doing a lunch cast here. Mark, you've very nicely given us an hour, and our hour is up. It's 1:00. Do we need to call it a day there?
We can answer a voicemail if you want. I have time.
Hey guys, this is Casey from Dallas again. Got another question for you. Actually just called and screwed up my first voicemail. So here's a second. Would you rather live in a current reality, or would you rather live in an RPG setting such as Fallout or Skyrim, if that makes any sense at all? Being video game guys, which world would you rather live in? Skyrim, Fallout, or another RPG? Thanks. Keep it up, and hope to hear this on the podcast.
Thank you very much, Casey.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Casey,
Casey.
thanks.
That is
Dude,
a-
great question.
It is.
At first, I thought he was saying, would you rather live in reality now or an RPG like Fallout? I'm like, fucking now. Well, that's crazy. But so now he's asking for which RPG would we rather live in?
I think he's asking if you'd rather live in an RPG, and which one would it be?
Oh, maybe I heard that.
Yeah.
I guess
they don't have insurance companies in these games, so I'm going to go with.
Yeah, there's always medicine lying around.
There's medicine lying around that you hoard. You know,
Right.
You're constantly leveling up, building your skills. You're not going downhill, you're going uphill in these RPGs.
I feel like
The stores are always open. You can go wake up NPCs at any time. You can go to the back room and bother them while they're sleeping so you can sell them their stuff.
There's always work if you're looking for it.
Yep. There's always rumors. You get companions. I don't have a companion now. That's weird. I could find a companion. Yeah, I'm gonna go with oh boy. What else is there? I'll say Fallout. Yeah, I'll do Fallout.
Just to refresh your memory, and you can hold that answer if you want. I just googled popular RPGs. List is Skyrim, Witcher, Fallout New Vegas, Dark Souls, which I don't know that it's really an RPG. Mass Effect 2, Diablo 3, Final Fantasy 7, Undertale, Fallout, Persona 5, Elder Scrolls, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So those are refresher.
Fallout New Vegas, yeah.
Yeah.
Get to gamble a little, be in Vegas.
Sun.
Yeah.
Really? Radiation everywhere you step?
Well, you'll
Not
know,
everywhere.
eventually you'll learn where the radiation areas are.
Okay.
And yeah, work on my pickpocket skills. It'd be fun.
So we do have the option to just stay in regular reality?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay in regular reality. I don't feel like battling monsters or getting into gunfights every 6 minutes.
Okay. All right,
Well, Casey didn't specify if you have to be the main character or not. So you could be an NPC.
Oh, okay. So
Which
like
I think
Zelda,
would be not that bad.
I could just be a guard in the back in Zelda, I could be the lost town he doesn't explore. I'm just hanging out in there.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be him.
You could be a shopkeep or a blacksmith of some sort that you just sit there and you bang on the same piece of iron whenever the main character comes up and he's at your menu.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I'd like to be the guy at the beginning of Skyrim that says, "Oh, hey, you're awake, huh?" And I get to see people wake up all the time, and they get to be the person they want to be. I can watch them change their outfit, their look.
Wow.
their whatever race of character they want to be. I'll watch them change their name. I get to see people getting born all the time if I'm that guy. You know?
Yeah.
That's deep.
And when people
Yeah.
choose a name, and then you're like, yeah, you can't use that name.
What?
That name's not allowed
I can't
anymore.
be Fart McTitflaps? Fuck you.
Not allowed to use that name anymore. We're a little bit more progressive here. I like the idea of being a shopkeeper, and I love, Steven, your idea of constantly people are waking up. It's like, where are
Right.
you finding these people just laying there? Are they like every 5 minutes someone else? And that's why you're so bored, is because that guy is like, oh, you're up. Let me change you. And it's like, you're the 14th person I've done this in the last 10 minutes.
I love the thought that in all of Skyrim, Steven's the only guy that rides on that cart with the player, so that everybody that plays it has to wait for Steven to finish this cutscene sequence with the other guy, reset the ride, come back.
Yes. I
Pick
am
up
an
the new guy.
unskippable cutscene, yes.
Yeah. Like there's just a amusement park queue waiting to ride with Steven on this cart.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah, you're right, Craig. Is that the guy that gets beheaded at the beginning? Still, I come back every time, right?
Yeah, it's like a stunt show. It's like
It's a stunt show.
Yeah, it's not your head, I don't think.
if
Guess
you
not.
could, since he brought up just Skyrim and Fallout, let's change the question a little bit. If you had to choose between the two worlds, like the Oblivion, Elder Scrolls, Skyrim universe, or the Fallout universe, which one would you choose?
Yeah, then I would stick with Fallout just because getting attacked so frequently by beasts. Yeah, I couldn't do that. I'd rather gamble in some place, drinking cola, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Although then I wouldn't have the spells and the shouting.
Mm-hmm.
So
Shouting.
yeah, you can shout, push people.
Oh, I'd be pushing people left and right.
Yeah.
Right.
In this world, do I get to use mods? Can I be the farter? Can I fart shout?
Yes, of course you can
Okay.
use mods.
Yeah. All right then.
Casey, great question.
It is good.
Yeah,
Good.
I like that one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Casey. And
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
for anybody else listening, if you want to call with your question, please feel free to call the number that I have forgotten that I'm frantically trying to look up.
Episode 85.
It is 513-486-4968. And I would repeat it, but you can just rewind it.
Just hit that 15-second back button.
Boom.
It's
done.
so much easier.
Yep. Or if you're not in the US, you can do the Instagram
Oh, yeah. Get us on Instagram.
voicemail
and,
thing. So
All right. Well, I think that's us for the day.
okay.
Cool.
What a nice midday treat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of
For me, I
random
hope-
thoughts today. Just wow. Thanks for listening to the spew.
So we've got homework, guys. We got to figure out a
We do.
movie that we want to watch
Movie.
together, and we got to watch it.
That's right.
And we got to figure out a show episode that we want to rewrite.
Oh, fuck. We have so much homework.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
big. This could be a whole new thing.
Uh-huh.
I think it's going to be. I'm very excited about this.
Yeah.
Me too. It's going to be good. It's going to be
It's
good,
going to be.
guys.
Let's do it.